Well, what do you think? Check this place out. It's got a big yard, a privacy wall that we could fortify pretty easily, and check out that tree fort. We could turn that into a watchtower easy.
You seem pretty excited about this place.
Yeah, well, when I was a kid, my best friend Sally, she lived in this house. And I was so jealous. I always wanted to live here.
Well then, let's take a look inside.
Jesus!
Who's... I can't see. Help me.
I don't care, dude. You getting eaten.
That?
Zombie, man. I ain't taking that, bro.
That didn't look like any disease I've ever seen. You?
Nah.
Maybe we ought to go, huh?
Not before we search the space. What do you mean we gotta go? Oh my god, that door is wide open, bro. What? Yep.
Well, that's a few options at least. There might be more out there if you look around.
I'll think about it.
Sure. Big decision, I get it. Just remember, tree fort.
Hey, I don't want to panic you, but we may have a problem.
Go on.
I've been talking to some of the other survivors. A bunch of them are talking about some new disease that's been hitting their people.
I think we just saw it.
Might want to head down to the courthouse and see what's going on.
All due respect, Your Honor, we're stretched too thin as it is. You got half my guys guarding the dispensary instead of out there pushing these things back.
I understand the difficulties, Sheriff, but I don't know what you expect me to do about it. We only have so many trained officers left, and I'm not comfortable with the prospect of arming civilians for this kind of work.
If you'd let me start training them,
We'll discuss this later, Sheriff. We have a visitor. Welcome. I suppose you've heard our broadcasts? Well, it's all true. We have a safe, secure society here, governed by the rule of law. Walk with me. I'll explain.
You have a society? I'm sorry. What exactly happened in the United States when I wasn't looking?
Look around. We're facing a disaster of unprecedented scale. We have no way of knowing how widespread it is or how long it will take federal authorities to respond. Until they do, we have to look out for ourselves. It may not be the most constitutionally traditional succession, but it's all we have.
All we have? The Army's camped just across the river.
Yes, and other than vaguely threatening radio broadcasts, they've made no attempt to contact us or provide relief efforts to the civilian government. Meanwhile, ordinary citizens like yourselves are living in fear. Fear of the dead. Fear of the criminal element that sees this as an opportunity to prey on their fellow man. Fear of the uncertain future of our nation. But it doesn't have to be that way. And of course, all firearms will be surrendered. Only duly appointed law enforcement officers are allowed to go armed.
Right. Well, thanks for the offer, but we're doing just fine on our own. And I'm damn sure not surrendering my guns when the streets are full of flesh-eating dead people.
I'm very sorry to hear that. We'd certainly prefer it if people joined us freely, before the issue has to be forced.
Is that a threat?
Just a reminder that the Wild West doesn't last forever.
hope you're geared up. We've got a few infestations to deal with. I hate to see the old girl like this.
I'm confused.
The town. Yeah. It's been on rough times for a while now. But it used to be a damn fine place to live. raise a family.
Whatever you say.
Of course, my wife didn't agree, but never you mind.
What happened?
Well, she married a machinist, didn't like it when I became a cop instead. She finally had enough a few years back. Took our son to live in the city. Said it would be a more enriching environment for him.
I'm sorry.
Not your fault. I just hope things there aren't as bad as they are here.
Should do it.
About time things started looking up.
I'm ready.
You think it's bad now? You should have seen Marshall in the first couple of days. Seemed like half the town was already dead or dying. The other half was trying to cram into the courthouse for protection. Mayor Carson had got himself shot trying to cross the bridges. The city council was locked in a...
Mayday, mayday! Is anyone reading? We're trapped. Lots of zombies outside, and we're out of ammo. Don't know how long we can hold out.
Sit tight. Help's on the way. Come on. We can deal with the rest of these infestations later. We gotta help those people first.
I need this.
Trouble, right flank.
Get out of the way, man. Get out of the way.
Thanks. We owe you big time.
Don't you worry about it. We're happy to help. Yeah, I think we'll call it a day there. The rest of those infestations can wait a while. I appreciate the help, though.
You seem troubled. Is, everything all right?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Just, worried in general.
Well, as it says in Revelation, fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the demons shall cast some of you into prison that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Are you okay?
I have space. Ugh. This game is super jank, bro. Like, it's so janky. It has the jankiest stuff. Like, gliding across sidewalks and just super jank. It's getting on my nerves.
Score one for us, huh?
This place looks nice and defensible. As long as we don't run out of supplies, we should be okay.
Alright, so I moved the home base from here to here. And then I'm gonna move it from here to Marshall. That's what I've decided on.
Seems like we've started to turn a corner. I don't
Bigger
know,
base.
Just something satisfying about building something, you know? Feels like we're actually accomplishing something instead of just treading water.
Bang. Alright. So we're gonna build a watchtower at the base. I got a workshop going. The kitchen is all set. Bedrooms are good. I got 8 beds. I got a population of 8, so I need more beds. Okay, workshop set. Watchtower. We got 2 more spots. I could use a storage.
Hey, I appreciate your concern. It means a lot to me.
Thanks.
Coming in. Damn, Garrett. Yeah, there's all types of infestation over here. I'm gonna clear some of that out on the way to that memento. I'll maybe stop and grab somebody. There's a lot of scavenge over here, though. This is home base city, you know what I mean? It's a good place.
Our friend here would be happy to take you home. Wouldn't you?
I can do that.
There, you see? You'll be in good hands.
Why do I doubt you're helping this guy out of the goodness of your hearts?
Just looking after our customer base. You understand.
You get him home safe, drinks are on me when you get back.
I could get used to this.
Thank you for getting me out of there. I thought I was dead.
What happened?
The Wilkerson boys decided I was getting behind on the payments. I tried to tell them I could get the rest, but it didn't matter.
It's terrible. If there's anything I can do, just ask.
Yeah, well, it's my own fault for doing business with them. Still, a couple of cracked ribs is better than starving, I guess.
Mickey really worked you over, huh?
Mickey? Hell no. He was the one who stopped it.
I'm confused.
Yeah, surprised the hell out of me, too. Well, it's my stop. I appreciate you looking after me. I feel bad for asking another favor, but don't tell the others what happened to me, okay? They got enough to worry about without this.
Where the hell have you... Oh my lord, what happened to you?
It's nothing, I just took a bad fall. Lucky a good Samaritan happened by and helped me back here.
A bad fall, huh? Well, you better get yourself inside and lie down. Go on, scoot. As for you, well, I guess we owe you one. Nice to see not all the decent folks are gone.
That door just opened by itself. Must have been a ghost.
Glad you made it. Hope this wasn't too far out of your way. I like to come up here sometimes to think. Really gives you a sense of the big picture, you know? Go ahead, have a look. Take it in. My family's got deep roots in this town. My grandpa started with nothing but the deed to a few dozen acres of empty wilderness. He spun it into a lumber empire that put all 4 of his kids through college. My father took that education and gave back to this town. Miguel Santos was the first Latino mayor Marshall ever had. Did you know that? Community, you see. That's what matters, now more than ever. All of us together, doing our own thing, but helping our neighbors when they need it. Marshall's seen some pretty bad times, and some good. But my family's always done our part to help her through the bad and make the good even better. The way I see it, this whole thing is just another bad time. And I just know my daddy and granddaddy are looking down at me right now saying, Raimundo, you've got to do the right thing. So that's what I'm doing. Just helping out any way I can. You need supplies, I can arrange a trade. You need a car, I can hook you up. Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. You've probably got a lot on your mind. You don't need old Ray talking your ear off. Tell you what, though. Give me a little while to put something together. A sort of a welcome to the neighborhood present. I'll give you a call when it's ready. See you then?
I'm cool with that.
Perfect. You stay safe out there.
Your dad, what was he like?
He was amazing. I know it must have been hard for him after Mom died, but he never let me see it. I remember this one time when I was too sick to go to the movies for Becky Lindemann's birthday party. He turned our living room into an old-timey movie theater, just for me. Popcorn machine, candy, curtains in front of the TV. He even made me get a ticket.
Sounds nice.
I was 14. It was totally lame, but it was sweet.
I've located a zombie infestation.
Oh no, this was a mistake, bro.
Little plastic watch with cartoon fish on it. Perfect.
Well, what do you think?
It's a car. It's for me?
Sure, why not? I've amassed a fair little collection since this business went down. I can spare one for you.
Bro, look at the car, bro.
It's all about people pulling together, after all. And speaking of pulling together, I wonder if you wouldn't be able to do me a favor. The folks out at the old Ballard homestead have been having trouble with one of their trucks. I happen to have some parts to spare, so I was figuring on running them out there. Don't suppose you'd be interested in taking this little beauty for a test drive?
Beauty.
I knew I could rely on you. By all means, you drive. It's not too far.
Look at this. What happened? You know, sometimes the game's jank just beautiful. Just works out. Thanks. This car is in great shape, bro.
Hey, Ray, good to see you.
Howdy, folks. Heard you were having some engine troubles. Figured I'd drop by with some spare parts and see if we can't get the old girl back on her feet.
I owe you one, man.
Don't even worry about it. I'm happy to help. Say, you got any spare lumber in your barn there? I know some folks who are running a little short.
Oh, yeah, sure. Help yourself.
Don't mind if I do, thanks. As for you, you take care out there. And enjoy the ride. I'm sure I'll see you around.
Alright. Well, there you go. Ray saved the day. Maya is missing. We must go find her.